The road to WrestleMania gets darker every day we get to it. This time of the year, we used to be filled with excitement. Now we've been robbed of that, and it should be an indictment. After you grab your popcorn, grab your pillow, cause you're gonna need it for WrestleMania 40 Snooze. All right, y'all, so we got Cody Rhodes, a.k.a. the African-American Nightmare. Raheem just purchased his brand new, big, beautiful house, living in La La Land, with the comments he made recently. Man, we are on the worst road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40 Snooze. This guy has the audacity to go on a podcast talking about this might be one of the best manias of all time. Like, what?
On a sheet of some potential guests that is really, really exciting for a WrestleMania, for me particularly. But yeah, bell to bell, I think they're going to get one of the better manias, if not the best mania of all time.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
This guy is delusional. Imagine seeing somebody eating a cup of noodles and when they're finished, they're like, man, that was the best steak dinner I ever had. Like, bro, is you cool? What Cody Rhodes just said about this year's Mania is so far from the truth. It's in a different time zone. You can't name one storyline from this year's WrestleMania that actually has people excited for this event. Then he goes on to say how he's seen somebody call him the Golden Boy, and he actually likes it and wants to run with it.
I heard someone say Golden Boy, and I loved it. Loved it. I don't know if I was supposed to love it, especially with how they were saying it. But I thought, okay, maybe I'll lean into that. And maybe that's the identity of this reign. Maybe I'll lean into that. I'm outrunning everybody on the treadmill right now, even the guy who I consider my largest competition. If that's going to be the case, then I'll take this Golden Boy moniker. Let's see where it goes.
Let's see where it goes. How about in the toilet, like everything else WWE has been giving us? You talking about Golden Boy. What are you, Oscar De La Hoya? But now I think about it, Golden Boy actually might fit for you, Cody. You was born with a silver spoon, and as far as title reigns, man, you don't even deserve the Bronx medal. Everything you've done has been the epitome of mid. 200,000 dislikes after you won the title from Drew McIntyre, leaving a lot of fans pissed off. The Golden Boy just received the golden shower, if you ask me. Now, speaking of performance, WWE reportedly told ESPN to stop grading their PLEs, which is crazy. It seems like there might be some tension between the two companies. ESPN have been reviewing premium live events and been giving them letter grades like A, B, C, just like they do the UFC events. But after ESPN gave one event a C, which is WrestlePalooza, the grading system suddenly disappeared from their coverage. Some reports say WWE wasn't happy about the grade and pushed back behind the scenes, which may have made ESPN drop the whole system altogether. You can't make this up. You know what type of person that's scared to see their grade? A failing student. I guess it was too much work for Lazy Levesque and the creative circus to actually put on a good show so ESPN can actually give them a good grade. They rather call corporate, complain behind the scenes, and it's a load of crap. But now I think about it more and more, I think it was a good idea for WWE to get away from the grading system. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Because it would have been bad publicity. They would have got more C's, D's, and F's than a can of alphabet soup. WWE might be running from the grading system, but they can't hide from the viewership. Crackdown is down nearly 14% after the Elimination Chamber, which means the Golden Boy, Cody Rhodes, winning the Undisputed Championship, has brought down the ratings closer and closer to under 1 million views. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman have reportedly communicated with WWE and creative that Lesnar should not lose a match until his retirement bout. And if this is true, this might be bad news for Obafemi if he's actually going to be Lesnar's opponent at WrestleMania 40 snooze. We all know that Lesnar went on Raw and called out anybody who wants smoke with him backstage at WrestleMania. And WWE is scrambling to find an opponent. I did a little research and y'all let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Brock Lesnar debuted in 2002. That's 24 years ago, and he has never lost clean to a black wrestler. He did lose to Bobby Lashley at the Royal Rumble in 2022, but that was after an interference from Roman Reigns. Before that, he went about 20 straight years without ever losing to a black wrestler, man. Now, we all remember the nightmare booking Vince did when he had Kofi Kingston lose the title to Brock Lesnar in 8 seconds. He also pinned Big E in the Day 1-5 match to win the title. And we all remember a few years ago, WrestleMania 39, when he beat Omos. If you ask me, this would have been a perfect time for WWE to get rid of that narrative and invest into their future. Put Obafemi over Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Now, I don't know what Obafemi's favorite vegetable is, but I hope he likes squash, because that seems to be the outcome if they face each other at WrestleMania. Just listen how this sounds. Obafemi beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Man, you got a better chance of hitting a Powerball jackpot 2 times in a row. Nah, you actually have a better chance of emptying out the Pacific Ocean with a plastic cup. Nah, you got a better chance of seeing Paul Levesque book LA Knight to win the Universal Undisputed Heavyweight Championship at the main event at WrestleMania. I don't care what type of sniper you have. Pew, it's gonna be a long shot that's impossible to hit. So Triple H is out here in desperate need of creative ideas, and instead of thinking of anything new, he's out here with the same click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste booking that he loves to do. This past Monday, he does the whole Finn Balor turning on Dominic Mysterio, kicking him in the head just like he kicked Johnny Gargano in the head in NXT a few years ago. Then Bayley winning the gauntlet match. And now you got Bayley versus AJ Lee on Monday Night Raw, just like the one they had back in the day in 2013. And now he's even having conversations with Logan Paul suggesting he grow his hair out. I'm guessing to look like the old version of him. I don't know, man. I'm gonna show y'all this.
Did he really ask you to grow it out?
Yeah, well, he it was like a very light suggestion that I took way too seriously.
Oh, yes.
Because he's like, Logan.
This voice.
He's like, would you ever consider growing your hair out? It creates movement. And I was like, yeah actually, I totally understand that.
Wow, maybe from now on we should just call bro Logan Paul Levesque. He wants him to grow his hair out now? What's next? Instead of calling him the game, call him the scrimmage? What's next? When he comes out for his entrance, he doesn't spit out water, he spits out prime. Man, the head of creative can't think of anything creative in his head. This dude ideas is like the frozen owl in the grocery store. It ain't nothing fresh. This ad is brought to you by the Pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Dynamite started off with the Don Callis family. Takeshita Hechicero versus the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli. Now, the Death Riders got us on this one, man. Claudio Castagnoli with the slick poke in the eye to my man Hechicero. Rolls him up for the pin, 1, 2, 3. But that was cool. Archer Mark Davis runs out, starts beating the crap out of the Death Riders, man. They're holding up Jon Moxley, about to take his head off with the chair. OG Don Callis makes the call to Takeshita. Tell him to take his head off with the chair. Takeshita wants to take the babyface role. He wants Jon Moxley with a head up fade. Hey, I can respect it. We got a head up fade coming Sunday, man. We got no time limit. Jon Moxley versus Takeshita. Now, this is the thing that's a little bit tricky with this storyline. Takeshita, he denying, he defying. He's going against the grain of the OG Don Callis. He made the call. He called the dog. You should have did it, Takeshita. But he had his own plans. He had his own mind. Cool, whatever. Now you got the Death Riders. Man, where's Pac been at? I don't think Pac has been feeling anything Jon Moxley's been doing. Willa Yuta could have still had his hair, but it was Jon Moxley that turned him around and made him get his hair cut. It's Jon Moxley that's cutting these babyface promos. Pac ain't saying nothing. He wasn't about to come out to help Jon Moxley. He's been MIA, missing in action. We might see him pop up at Revolution to finally put the knife in Jon Moxley back after that match he's going to have with Takeshita. Either that or we might see somebody of the Don Callis family. I know I'm having calls. I'm having meetings with the OG asking, is it time? You know what Okada vote is. Okada want the knife to go in Takeshita back. Bro, been playing a little bit too nice for our liking. Sunday for Revolution, man. I think one of the two is happening. Either the Don Callis family is going to turn on Takeshita or the Death Riders turning on Jon Moxley. One of the two. But before that, they're going to have like a 45 to an hour minute match, if you ask me. I think this has potential to steal the show, y'all. They're going no time limit for the Continental Championship. A lot of people got Takeshita winning so they could do Takeshita versus Okada, title versus title. We'll see how it plays out. Next, you got the match of the night. By far, it's not even close. Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey. Oh my God, was this a clinic? A banger match, a fire match. Like I tell all of y'all all the time, man, MJF is my favorite wrestler all around the board with promos, in-ring work. I just love his work as a heel dog. One of my favorite wrestlers, probably my favorite wrestler right now. But I'm telling you, Kyle Fletcher, it has to be 1A and 1B, man, for real. I miss Ospreay too. Ospreay is up there for me too. But man, Kyle Fletcher, what? Are you serious, dog? He could make you could lose to Kyle Fletcher and you'll look like you're over like you won, man. I'm talking about a 5-star match him and Speedball Mike Bailey had. And they had another 5-star match at the Continental Classic. This was just another one for the TNT Championship. Shout out to both of these guys. If you're in professional wrestling, if you're in the indies, if you're looking to get into wrestling, you have to watch these Kyle Fletcher matches he's been having, man. A master at ringside psychology, a master at telling a story in the ring, a master at promos, a master at selling, all across the board, all around, man. This dude is incredible. This dude will be carrying AEW on his back for the next 10 years, if you ask me, dog. And he's not even in the world title picture yet. That's crazy. There's so much upside to Kyle Fletcher. It's hard to even fathom, man. They put on an incredible match. It almost went to the time limit. It almost was a draw, but no. Kyle Fletcher come out with that win, man. By any means necessary, he came out with the win. Speedball Mike Bailey might want to run it back one more time. He wants some of that TNT championship, but it's too early, Speedball. Pump your brakes. You got to worry about Sunday, the trios match you got. You'll see Kyle again Sunday. You know what I mean? You'll see him for the trio tag team championships. You know you're going to lose that one, but still, man, it is what it is. Next, you got Brody King basically in a squash match. Bro didn't even bother putting his gear on, didn't bother putting knee pads on, getting dressed. He probably didn't stretch, probably didn't drink no water, probably just woke up probably an hour before the show, came out, squashed somebody like it was nothing. But you had the Masked Man, the first ever guy that's under an AEW contract and a WWE contract. The Masked Man is back, but this time he looks a lot cooler. He looks a lot more dangerous. Swerve Strickland coming through, taking the chain, trying to choke Brody King out before Sunday at Revolution. Brody King not having it. He has his hands on the chain, breaks the chain with his bare hands, stare Swerve Strickland down, and they start rumbling. This Sunday, you got Swerve Strickland versus Brody King. And people are calling for this to be a stipulation match. Why? Y'all acting like Swerve Strickland is about to follow any rules Tony Khan puts, whether it was a regular match or whether it wasn't. Brody King, he's not about to follow no rules. For some reason, out of nowhere, this has become very personal. Who's the most dangerous in AEW? Now, a lot of people are asking for my prediction. I'm going for Brody King, man. I got my fingers crossed. I'm praying, man. I'm praying that Brody King can stop whatever smoke, whatever trajectory, whatever sick path Swerve Strickland is on, man. You can see it in his eyes. It ain't all there. This dude is on a path of destruction, man. Kenny Omega is out in Japan playing games. I hope he's watching what Swerve Strickland is going to attempt to do to Brody King. Now, Brody King, I'm not going to lie, man. I'm going for Brody King. I'm praying. I got my fingers crossed. I'm going to have my Bible sitting there waiting, watching this match. Because, man, for Brody King to pull this off, it's going to be a Hail Mary. It's going to be a Hail Mary. You're talking about a Swerve Strickland that just beat Kenny Omega. The best we've seen Kenny Omega in a very long time. Swerve Strickland just beat him straight up. Then just took him out of commission. It's going to be an uphill battle for Brody King, but I'm going to have my fingers crossed. I don't want no smoke with Swerve Strickland. I've been trying to clear the air, but it ain't been working, man. Next, you got the return of Roderick Strong, man. I'm thinking Roderick Strong was about to join the Dogs. For a second there, I'm like, man, I'm liking this group, man. I'm liking these four right here, man. But Roderick Strong had a change of heart, man. He winds up throwing Orange Cassidy into David Finlay. Winds up beating all the Dogs up on a 3-on-1, basically, man. Going over and, man, saving Orange Cassidy from getting the brakes beat off him before Revolution, man. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I wanted Roderick Strong to join the Dogs, man. We'll see what's going to happen, though. Roderick Strong might still turn on Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin come Revolution. Tony Khan, he booked the Tornadoes Trios match between these 6 men at Revolution. So this is going to be interesting to see. I think I got the Dogs going over, though. The Dogs, just a new faction. They got the momentum. Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy, Roderick is a cool faction, but the Dogs is just something different about them, man. Next, we got Willow Nightingale going over Persephone in a fire match, man. I don't think anybody really thought Persephone was going to go over Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale, she just got too much momentum right now. Wow! Bobby Monsoon, love the BBWs. I love the run Willow Nightingale going over. I don't think I've seen Willow Nightingale be booked this strong in AEW, man. I'm liking the respect she's getting. She's working double time along with, I think, Lena Cross. She's working double time, too, on Sunday, man. They're going to be having a match. She's putting the TNT title up at 0 hour. Then they're having the tag team match. She's putting the tag team championships up. Willow Nightingale is a workhorse, man. She's been working hard. She's been getting everything she deserves, and that's what's up, man. They had a fire match. Next, you got the Young Bucks, Mark Briscoe getting the brakes beat off him by FTR, Big Stoke, and the Psycho Killer, man. This is the Psycho Killer I wanted to see. Remember, I told y'all, when he lost that TNT championship, the Psycho Killer was activated. It just took a few weeks, y'all. I would love to see Mark Briscoe and Tommaso Ciampa in a match at Revolution, man. But I guess we got to wait for Double or Nothing, which is I'm cool with, man. It gives them time to tell the story a little bit more. Tommaso not playing. Put Mark Briscoe through the chairs. He's sitting in the chair gloating, man. We're seeing the Psycho Killer activated. After that, you had the press conference with MJF, Hangman Adam Page. You know, they're going back and forth. MJF, he tries to give Adam Page a drink. Adam Page hits his hand. MJF splashed the water on his face. They start rumbling in the ring. Adam Page, like, man, forget Sunday. Texas death right here on Dynamite. He pulled out the board with the barbed wire about to slam MJF for, and the MJF get up out of there, man. About time, dog. We got some type of integrity in professional wrestling. You know, we've been dealing with the Masked Man Clown Show, the creative circus on the road to WrestleMania. So it feels refreshing to have Revolution to look forward to Sunday. I will be live this Sunday for Hangman Adam Page versus MJF. I'm gonna do a watch along for that. So as soon as they start rolling out the trailers or something like that, you know what I mean? I'll be going live to watch that with y'all, to call that. We'll talk about the whole Dynamite show after that, so make sure y'all tap in, man. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all. You know, Friday we got Crackdown. Unfortunately, 3 hours of boredom, man. Hopefully Trick Williams gives us some entertainment. He's been pretty good with that. Hopefully we get some type of explanation of the golden boy, Cody Rhodes, hearing about how this is about to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Hopefully he shows us what he mean by that on Crackdown. I highly doubt that. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye!